Okay, we are live. Hi, everyone. Whether you're joining us live or catching the replay, welcome and thank you for being here with us. We are so thrilled. We have with us a very special guest, and we are so super excited. And it's someone who brings massive value to our community and touches a lot of lives with her wisdom, heart, and experience. So we truly can't wait for you to hear her today. So before we dive in, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Diana, based in Sydney, Australia. I'm a proud digital business owner and a mentor. So I'm not going to talk much. I want to introduce my co-host, Janet, all the way from Western Australia. Perth. Janet?
Thank you so much, Diana, for that. We are really so happy. Before even I introduce myself, it is one of those days like we have smiles on our face, me and Diana, like non-stop, because we have a very amazing guest in our life today. So we are so happy. But before then, I'll quickly introduce myself, just in case there's someone watching us for the first time in our business pages today. So my name is Janet. I am a mom, a wife as well, and a nurse by profession, and a digital entrepreneur and a mentor as well. I am originally from Kenya, but I live in Western Australia with my family. And we are so happy, as I said today, in our Go Live Day 32. Yeah, because me and Diana, we are so honored and excited today because we are joined by a very powerhouse in our amazing, global community, the community that we talk about every day. So a very successful digital entrepreneur, the one and the only Nicole will give us some time to introduce herself. And thank you so much, Nicole, for honoring our invitation. Despite your busy schedule, we are so happy. You are blessing, to our community. And we thank you so much. And we love the way Nicole, pours out in our, in our community, in our daily dropping, giving us golden nuggets that light the way for all of us in the community. And she's been a blessing to us. For me personally, I was just reminding her before we started how I was inspired, like to go live to do what we are doing today with Diana. So you're blessed, and you will enjoy this Go Live today. Grab your cup of tea, coffee, be ready, and I'll give it back to Diana to introduce our guest. Back to you, Diana, please.
Oh, thank you so much, Nicole. I think just go in and introduce yourself because we have talked too much.
I don't know. I don't think I need to say anything. You guys just keep telling me how wonderful I am because my mood has just gone up here. So, hi, everyone. I am Nicole. I'm a digital business owner and I live in New South Wales in Australia. And I've been a digital business owner for 4 years. And I have a son that has a chronic pain condition, which ended up was the reason I sort of investigated becoming a digital business owner. And that's me. And I love to talk. I love conferences. I love to connect people and show people how to business. So, yeah, that's me.
Wow. That's nice, Nicole. Yeah. We are so happy to have you here. And I think we always have the reason why we always start something, like for me, I think it was because I used to work too much and I missed a lot with my kids. I used to do 3 jobs and, in Australia, it's not that easy, and I was fatigued and I was stressed. For a whole month, I stayed home because my body will not do anything. Like I was so tired. And I think we have to take care of our bodies too. So yeah, it's so inspiring that you found a reason why you wanted to start your online business. So I think I'll go to the first question. So what made you say yes to the digital world and become a digital entrepreneur? Although you've talked about it just a little bit of it. Yeah. So
but I've got a good story about it though. So I used to work at a university and I had a big job. Like, I was an associate director. I ran 5 departments. It was the job I thought that I wanted. And I was talking at international student welcomes and different things. But at one of those student welcomes, what happened was I was getting a phone call, and I was sitting next to the Vice Chancellor, and I just finished my speech, and it was like, oh, what's going on? I thought there was a critical incident on campus, but it was actually a critical incident with my son.
Oh.
So he had just started year 8 and was being rushed to hospital. So that I would have liked it to be appendix or a broken bone that could just be fixed, but it actually wasn't. And sort of turned my world around, because I was a sole parent. So I needed to earn money, but I needed to be with my son. I had to take him to lots of appointments and lots of investigations and different things. But apparently what happened is that all of a sudden, all the pain receptors in his body turned on, and they've never turned off. So 7 years later, they're still turned on. So, and he used to pass out from the pain because it was so bad. And the school was wanting me to have him at school. So, I was trying to take him to school, and then he would be so unwell, I'd have to go and pick him up. And that was in between the meetings at work. And it was just so much. And I was one of those people that were trying to juggle so much, and I didn't feel like I was achieving anything. And I was a really confident person, and I just got stuck because I just didn't know what to do. And I was able to actually take a redundancy from work, which meant I could afford to have time off to look after him. But that was running out. So I left the job I thought I wanted. And then I had some time with him, and taking him to 6 or 7 appointments a week, sometimes multiple a day. And I lost my confidence. I lost who I was, my identity. And then it's like, partway through, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm going to have to get some work, because, there's only a certain amount of time that this money's going to last.
Yeah.
And I actually went to an interview, and I lived near Parramatta in Sydney, and the interview was in town, in the city. So realistically, that's an hour travel.
Yeah.
And so if I work, 7 or 8 hours a day, plus you've got 2 hours of travel a day, I'm like, how on earth am I going to get Declan to his appointments? It's just impossible. And he was in so much pain. At that time, they were trying to get him to go to school for an hour a day. And then, we tried hyperbaric therapy, lymph fluid drench. We were just all doing all these things. And I just couldn't do it. I'm like, what am I doing? But one of my friends actually sent me a link about 12 months ago. She started 12 months before me. So, and at the time I thought, what's she got herself into? She's just trying all these at-home things, But 11 o'clock at night, there's a webinar that we can watch more about this. And I'm like, I'd gotten back from that interview, and I was like, I mean, it's a boring job, but I could do it. And then it's like, do I want to just do it? How am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? And 11 o'clock at night, I started to watch this video, and I'm like, I think I could do this. By the end of the 90 minutes, I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I'd be really good at this. And here I am now, 4.5 years later. Wow. And I love this business. You ladies have seen me gathering everyone together for in-person things, but we also do you can do it all online if you want to. And I just love it so much. And my son is, still has chronic pain, but he's doing a lot better now. But he is my biggest champion. He's like, yeah, Mum, of course you're doing it. Of course you can.
Of course. Wow, that's so powerful, Nicole. And our heart goes to you because you're a strong mom. You know, like you're a very strong mom, and it's not easy, but you know what? Sometimes our whys are bigger than ourselves. So we have to just step in and take that. And I know your son is so proud of you.
He is. And I also discovered myself too.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know what to do, got confused. And then it was like, oh, no, I know what I want. I lost the ability to dream. Like I could never see past what appointment I was going to during the week. And I know I'm not the only person. Like I know there are people out there, whether it's their child is sick or whether it's just, you know, how your day works with taking people to school or, you know, doing the job that you're doing, you get like you can lose your identity. And I'm like, I can't ever see myself going overseas again. I can't even see myself going to Melbourne or anywhere else. But now, like, I went to Canada a couple of years ago for a conference. I got paid while I was sitting on top of Banff, like on the mountains.
Yeah.
And it paid for my entire trip. Thank you very much, digital business.
Yeah, it's a blessing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And like went to Melbourne. I'm going to I'm helping with a conference in for all of Europe. So I'm going to Rome in October. So there's just so many amazing opportunities. Yeah, because I'm like, well, why not? Because
yes, of course. Oh my God.
Wow.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yay.
It's true. Wow. Janet, did you want to add anything?
Thank you so much. I'm really, really inspired by your story, Nicole. You're so strong and very brave. And as Diana said, I'm sure your son is so proud of you. And you always say with Diana, you know, like when we started this business, everyone, when you start a business, you're thinking about money. But when we come into this business, this is more than money. The impact that this business has in our life, it's like no other, something that we did not expect before we started this business. So I'm just going to go straight away to the second question to you, Nicole. We always say, and this is a big thing in our business and in everyone's day life, we always say mindset is everything. We change your mindset and change your life. So what does that mean to you personally, and how has that maybe mindset shaped your journey so far, personally or maybe business-wise as well, please?
Yeah. Oh, my light's gone. Mindset really is everything. So as I mentioned, when I first started, I lost my identity and I felt really heavy. And I've always been a glass half full. So I always think of the positives. But when you're really in the trenches and really low, it's hard. And having this amazing, beautiful community that we have, they help lift you out of those low moments and give you tools. So we have such amazing tools here, and where I would say mindset is 80% of our business. That's how big it is. So if you actually believe, you're going to achieve it.
Yes.
You know, if you write down your vision, I'm really big into vision boards and goals, and actually writing the numbers down, and then it's I see myself doing this, so I see myself in Rome at another Gather and Grow conference and sitting next to Mike and Darren, who are the founders of this organization, and helping them inspire the whole room of people. So I write these things down, and then it's the world changes. God hears my cry, and it's and I'm there. So, but I do use lots of tools. I love the book, The Miracle Morning. So if you haven't had a look at that yet, please look at the Miracle Morning. And I do lots of different things with law of attraction as well. So, but I also rely on those, 2 or 3 people that are just going to really speak into your life that help raise you up when you are feeling like low. Because, I mean, it's a real business, right?
Yeah.
Is it always going to be fantastic? No.
No.
It's not. But if you've got someone doing the journey with you, they can help you in those lower times. So, I've got those sort of core people with me that help. It's like standing in that gap, right?
Yeah.
I'm here, you've got this. And I love championing people. So it's like cheering people on. It's like, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's true.
Yeah. That's really so inspiring, and thanks for that, Nicole. You know, when we come to do this Go Live, I'm sure like every day we talk about, our community, because it's something that we love so much, and it's something like we always say, who you surround yourself with really matters. So that's why we are talking. You can hear from from Nicole. She's one of us. You can hear the way we value the community and the way the community has an impact in our life. That's why we are coming here to say to our viewers every day, when you join us, you're doing your business, but you're never alone. You're never alone. You've got someone, you've got a whole huge community cheering you up, holding your hand. So that's why the community is a big thing here. And the tools that we have as well, mindset. When we started this business, for me, my mindset was really far, not very far from where I am now. So mindset is the big thing, for sure. Change your mindset and then change your life. Back to you, Diana, for the third question, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, and I think mindset is very important to everyone, because if your mindset is poor, then you'll be poor not financially, but other things, like in your progress in your day-to-day life. So you have to make sure that you enrich your mindset. Yeah, even if it's reading books and just having something that gives you positive vibes every day.
Yeah.
Just find just find something that gives you positive mindset.
Yeah.
So I'll go to the third question. And so as like me and Janet, I think we speak a lot about it, because everybody, when you're starting something new, you always have that thing at the back of mind, a doubt, So are there moments that you doubted, especially in the beginning when you started the business? What helped you push through the hard days and stay focused on your vision?
Oh, yeah, I definitely had doubt. Like, I'm a real person. And the funny thing is, when I started, I said to my friend, I'm not going live. Even though I'd speak at conferences, I'm not going live. Within 3 weeks, I was going live, because it meant that people actually could know who I was.
Yeah.
And, and I'm like, oh, what am I doing? Anyway, so, I definitely have doubt as well. So they actually say, don't compare yourself to other people.
Yes.
It's natural, right, to start to compare yourself with other people. Even though my journey is different to other people, like no one has my life. And, you can put different resources into your business or different things, and like the journeys are going to be different.
Yeah.
But, I'm like, I am a strong person. I'm a high achiever. I didn't get the results I wanted in the first 3 months. What do you mean I'm not at my third milestone already? How on earth is that? Like, that's not on. I'm doing everything they're telling me, but my mindset wasn't there yet. And there were things that I could change. And I think I was so maybe driven just for results rather than for the people. So now I do things, I think, with a completely different heart. So I am here for people. It's not, specifically for my like personal finances, yes, absolutely, I need finances to live, but I am here because this opportunity is so ridiculously good.
Yes.
Like this digital business is in most countries all around the world, and you know, you've got the webinars available in multiple languages. Like it's just so good, and it can change so many people's lives. Like I have done lots of different mission trips to Africa over the years in multiple places. I'm working with someone in with the cancer area and doing fundraising with them. But this is absolutely life-changing.
Yeah.
So this, if you get your mindset right, can be completely life-changing. And it can, and so I feel like I'm now here like to serve others. And I think that was a big shift and going, but also just, you know, setting my goals. And it's like, well, I need this to go to Rome. And so it's just going to happen. I'm not even stressed about it, which is ridiculous in one way. But I just know that I'm meant to be there and be doing it. So it's just, it's happened. I bought my plane tickets last week. I've got my accommodation set, you know.
So nice.
Yeah, things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's very true. I think your mindset always determines your reality, and that's what you're talking about. Your mindset. When you change your mindset, your reality changes completely.
Yeah.
Because when you feed your mind with fear, you know, if you feed your mind with fear, you will never achieve. And that's what I think we talk a lot about it all the time. Even when we are not online, we talk about it all the time and send quotes to each other and just remind ourselves, you know what? Your mindset will determine the reality of what you're going to achieve. And I think the way you're saying the business money, of course, is a drive, but it changes our hearts. I don't know if maybe you feel the same thing as when we come live here, it changes who you are.
Yeah.
It changes who you are. And before you were driven by money, but later on you realize it's not just money. It's just something else. If you touch someone's life or heart, then you feel so good.
Yeah.
And that reality just, you know, it just makes us happy every day, you know, coming to do the lives. And we'll continue, of course, doing it. And we are so happy.
Yeah.
So, Janet, do you want to go to the fourth question?
Yeah, the fourth question. Thank you so much, Diana. Thank you so much, Nicole, for that. Yeah, we'll talk about mindset because it's a big thing. And I'll keep on saying this, like every day we come live, you know, the way the transformation that this business has done to us in terms of mindset shift. I'm sure like everyone who steps into our business has got that, you know, mindset shift. Like for me personally, I remember I am a nurse. At the moment, I'm doing agency shift. So that means I get to choose wherever I want to go. Before, I used to see a shift before I started this business. And then I say, oh, that place is really like, oh, the staff is not nice, blah, blah. But now, mindset shift. Since I started this business, once I get a shift, I am not, you know, that negativity. I'll just say, I'm not saying what if it's, I just go and say, all days are different and probably might be this day are not the same. So I'll just step in and go back before just looking at the shift. And then I'm like, no, I'm not going there. It's not a nice place. So before then I lost so much because of that, you know, negativity, even losing shift because of that negativity. But since mindset shift in this business, yeah, it's a big thing. So I'm just going to go to the fourth question to you, Nicole. I think you've answered part of this, unless if you have something to add on. I'm sure you've answered like 90% of my fourth question. So it's what's that, you know, daily habits that has transformed your journey, and how can you encourage maybe our viewers to start where they are and not to be scared to start where they are in order for them to be able to create their own success story?
Yeah. Yeah. So like even just some simple things that are like a daily routine. So I like to look at, I'm grateful and being very mindful. So, I say to my team, choose 5 things that you're grateful for today and just write them down.
Yeah.
And it could be, oh my goodness, that flower over there, it's so pretty. And, 5 years ago, my head wouldn't have even been there at all. But now it's like, actually, that is really beautiful. And great, I can talk to people that are in Perth and in Sydney. Like, how blessed am I? So it helps transform things. And I've been doing this thing for the last probably 6 months. And I do it with, I work with a client with the Cancer Foundation, and we dance it out. Actually, in the mastermind today, Rowan did this in the mastermind, and I'm just like, this is awesome, because this is what I do with my clients. Because I used to do music therapy as well, but we put music on and we dance out. So if you're feeling really negative, you're dancing it out, and just changing the vibration, they sort of say, changing your mood and change the atmosphere. And those are some of the big things that I do. But I make sure that I'm always learning as well. So I don't want to rely on things that I learned 5 years ago, because especially in what we do, things have changed so much. So I'm always learning new things, like how good is it that we have AI and these days, so learning there's new apps, or new things on ChatGPT or different ones like that, so that I can go, oh look, I can use things like this and train it to do this, and then this is much easier than it was 5 years ago. So always learn something new. Even if it's just 5 minutes, if you're really time poor, because I did have a stage while doing my business, I was working full-time, plus I was doing the part-time role with the Cancer Institute, and looking after my son, and get really busy. But being busy actually means I schedule, I would schedule when I was doing things, and I would make sure that I fit it all in. But I'm very happy to say I was able to quit my full-time job earlier this year, so I'm able to manage my time a lot different these days.
True.
Wow. Wow, that's powerful. Thank you so much, Nicole, for that. And one thing that you've reminded me, which has transformed my life as well in this business, gratitude. And for me specifically, radical gratitude. That's something I never used to have before. I started this business, when you're grateful for the challenges that you're going through, because that maybe will make you, it's a blessing maybe coming up when you're grateful for the challenges you're going through, or maybe it leads you to growth, to another step. So gratitude is a big thing. And for me specifically radical gratitude, because as a human, we just want to be grateful when things are right, but when they are not going right, we complain. No. Stopped complaining and shifted my mind to radical gratitude.
Catch yourself when you're complaining.
I know.
Complaining, it's not anymore now. Radical gratitude is my big thing. All right. So as we finish up today, so as Nicole has reminded us, wherever you are, believe in yourself that you're enough, and you can start from where you are. So before we finish, I would love to give a massive thank you to Nicole for showing up today. Thank you so much for sharing generously your story and pouring your heart to us and our viewers as well, and your golden wisdom with all of us, our viewers. On behalf of me and Diana and our viewers, we are so grateful. But before Diana finish, maybe wrap today's section, Nicole, do you have maybe a parting shot for our viewers, something that you'd love to say to our viewers tonight, please?
So I would like to say, I like the quote, you don't know what you don't know, and that knowledge is power. So it actually costs you nothing to watch this webinar, and you can watch it and you go, nah, that's not me. Or what if it actually is something that you could do? and all it's cost you is that time. So I say to get that knowledge, watch the webinar. So pop down the websites and jump in, put your details in and watch, because if it's for you, fantastic. It could absolutely be life-changing, because it has been for me. Yeah. Don't wait 12 months like I did.
No, don't.
Do it straight away.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Nicole. And I think what you said, gratitude. I started also writing. These days, I do 10 every day. Gratitude. Every single day. So it's really important for anybody watching. Start. Just start. It's just something. Start. You might go, when you reach 5, you might not be able to do until 10, but just write anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Just be grateful.
Yeah.
And your mindset is going to just change. So, Nicole, I'm going to just thank you so much from the deep down of my heart for your encouragement to our viewers and to us too, because we didn't know your story. And, it's very sad, and it is powerful to you, because that's what gave you the reason why you started this business. And we are truly blessed to have you here today. And for the viewers, busy parents, don't let fear and doubt keep you stuck. This opportunity, Nicole, Janet, and myself, we came in because we wanted our lives to change. We wanted to have more time with the people that we love the most. So if you are there and you're stuck at home, or you're a parent who doesn't have enough time with their kids, just working from one job to another, or Janet, Nicole's story, because most of the people will relate, because I work in disability. So I know personally parents, and it's your call. If you're a mom and you want purpose and you want freedom in your life, just whoever resonates with you here today, call them. Their website are there on the screen. You can send an email or go click and watch the free webinar. That's what we always say. Put your name and your right email address. That's very important, because when you put your right email, then you'll receive the free webinar to watch. So remember that success does not come from what you do occasionally, but what you do consistently. So take that bold step, learn. Just learn what it is about. That, like Nicole says, knowledge is power. And the more you know, the more confident you'll become. So we all deserve a good life, a good family, and a peaceful mind. And most of the time, we always scroll in our social media, just watching others. So why can't you be the one who is being watched? So just get in and take your first step and learn about this opportunity, because it's going to change your life. So Janet, did you want to add anything, or you're fine?
Not much. It's just to say a big thank you to Nicole for being here. Honestly, you've been so happy, you've been inspired, we've learned a lot from you, and I'm sure our viewers have learned something as well. Thank you so much for sacrificing your time. By the way, we forgot to say Nicole hosted our, she was the master of ceremony in the conference that we talk about.
In Melbourne, that changed our life.
Melbourne, because they are in front of more than 400 business owners, like every minute on the stage, welcoming our guests here. So you've heard from the best, all those golden nuggets. Be inspired, be encouraged, but the most important thing we always say, please take action. Knowledge is power. Click on our website. They are there. Get yourself something. We always say, you're there, busy every day. What we love doing, scrolling on social media, watching people live your dream. This business has got the potential to help you live your dream. And you deserve to live life at your own terms as well. So please take action, especially the busy working parents. There is more than we are. We always say that because we were there with Diana and Nicole as well. All of us, we are busy working parents, but have something on the side, plan B, something to fall into. Don't wait for something to happen. When I talked about my why, when we started, I was doing contract, and at some point, like they said, they won't renew my contract because they don't have enough funding. So that hit me so big. So it's always good to have a plan B as a family, as a busy mom, as a busy dad, something to fall into if something happens. Because every day as you go to work, you're building someone's empire. You need to have your own empire as well. You need to build a legacy for your kids as well. Have something, work for someone 10 hours, but have something on the side for yourself. Just 2 hours in a day is enough for you to build your own empire. So that's what I'm going to say. And thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Nicole, from the bottom of our heart. We are really, really grateful and so happy. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so thank you all for tuning in today. We and we are doing the live tomorrow again. It will be day 33 of the 90-day Go Live Challenge. You won't want to miss. So we'll see you tomorrow. Until then, be inspired, stay hopeful, and always remember your dreams are valid. So bye for now. Bye. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.